Hey, Fae folk, welcome and welcome back. So, first of all, if you haven't seen my recent videos or community tab posts, you might not know I have been ill. I had COVID. I am on the upswing. I feel like I sound still so bad. I'm feeling definitely a lot better, but I'm still kind of coughing, still kind of like don't sound like myself. At least I feel like I don't sound like myself. So, I am sorry. I've got a cough drop in. So, I'm like hoping that will quench the coughs enough for me to get through this video without it being like super irritating for you guys, but that's the situation. But like, I was getting bored of not filming because it's like, sorry, this is so off topic, but like, when you get sick and you hit that point of healing where it's like, you still can't do everything, but you're so mentally aware that you can't do everything and it's just infuriating. That's where I've been. So, since I am feeling better, I did want to film because I missed filming and sitting down and like talking with you guys. So, we're doing a video today. Sorry, that was like a really long, unnecessary intro, but we are going to be doing another video in like my fixing series. If you haven't seen this before, it's where I take a particular doll brand and I take a look at some dolls that I think could use improvement, and I basically just edit them to be more in line with my personal taste. Key thing there is it is just personal taste. You're probably going to disagree with me on some of these edits, and that's totally chill. As always, I love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Just like, please do be nice about it. But we are going to be focusing on Monster High G3 for today. I know I did G1. I think I did G2 as well. I can't remember now. I don't know if I did G2 or if I thought that that would be like too easy. Like there's so many rough G2 dolls. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We're doing G3 today, which has been a very like requested addition to this series. So finally getting to it. It was kind of hard to like pick the dolls that I wanted to do just because y'all already know I am a G3 defender. I love Gen 3 of Monster High so much. So even the dolls that I don't like, I don't know, most of them it's just kind of a personal preference thing. It's not super intense, or it's not really something where I feel like, oh, this is the thing I would change to make this doll more likable. So I did have a little bit of trouble coming up with like the dolls that I wanted to edit, but I think I have 5 for you guys today, and I feel like I've made some pretty solid decisions here. So that's what we're going to be doing today. As per usual, if you do find yourself enjoying, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all of that typical fun stuff. But yeah, I think I'm finally done rambling for the intro here. So let's get into the actually exciting part and start taking a look at these doll edits. So with these edits, we are going to be going from my least favorite to my most favorite, just because like it's more fun that way, right? So to start things off, we are going to be taking a look at the Gorganizer Cleo doll. I honestly don't think that this is a bad doll whatsoever. I really appreciate that she has kind of like a nudie brown lip instead of like the pink that they so often give Cleo, because I just feel like the pink never matches. So I really, really like her lipstick on this. I like all of her makeup, honestly. I find that the dress is pretty like chill. She's a little bit more simple because she does come with like the whole Gorganizer and all that jazz, but she's not a bad doll. But the thing that really bothered me is her hair. Like it just is frustrating to me. And I will say I didn't do that much to this one. There's going to be others that have like significantly more extreme edits as we go along. But yeah, I didn't love the hair. And so that was the main thing that I fixed. Specifically like this little top knot. I'm on the wrong layer. I'm always on the wrong layer. This little top knot situation, it just wasn't really working for me. So this is what I did, is I kind of edited it and I wanted to turn it into like a little half up ponytail there. I also did chop her hair off. I don't know why I was like on that kick with these edits, but you're going to see that that is a pretty common theme. I guess the day that I was doing these, I just really was feeling short hair. And then the only other edit that I made for her is I did feel like her legs were a little bit empty. So I went ahead and I stole the Core Refresh Cleo's little wrong layer again every time. I stole that Cleo's little like leg accessory with the snake wrapping around, and I gave it to the Gorganizer Cleo just because I did feel like she could use another accessory there. So it's not anything super crazy. We're starting off pretty light as we always do with these videos, but I do think it's a couple of simple changes, and I feel like it is pretty efficient in making the doll go from like a good doll to an even better doll. Next up, we are taking a look at a Draculaura doll. I believe this was the Bite in the Park Draculaura. I think that was the name for this little pack. I don't think, again, that she's a bad doll. She just is another one that does come with like a little mini sort of playset and like accessories and stuff. So I feel like her outfit is a little bit more toned down than like, it would be if this was a doll that was focused mostly on the fashion. So I just wanted to kind of amplify this a little bit. So here is what I did for my edit. The big thing that you're going to notice is I did give her, like, if you want to believe it's a bodysuit, that's chill, or it could just be like lace sleeves and then lace tights. But I did give her some lace on her arms and her legs just because I felt like they looked very empty and they needed a little something something. And I also feel like lace and Draculaura like go together so well. So I wanted to give her kind of some lacy detail in there where it wasn't overpowering, like you can still see like the skin through it and everything, but it's just a little bit of extra detail. I did cut her hair a little bit just because in this original image, I feel like the hair here looks really awkward. Like it almost looks like it's weirdly edited. I don't know. That one wasn't like so much. I didn't really change the length. I just kind of tidied it up. But I did make her earrings slightly less vibrant. They're very, very hot pink in the original doll. And while I don't hate it, like hot pink is something that Draculaura wears quite frequently, I just felt like it didn't match with anything else. So I wanted to tone them down just a little bit to kind of be more cohesive with the otherwise more muted and darker color scheme that she has going on. I added some detail to her sunglasses where the lenses are more of a pink color instead of just being black on black. Because again, you know, it's a little something something. But yeah, that's kind of all I did. It's not, again, it's not the most dramatic, but I do think it's like a slight change that kind of amplifies the doll. Did I? Oh, I think I did change her lips too. Let's zoom in. I really hope, side note, that my screen recording works this time. Y'all know, if you've been watching for a while, that I have a heck of time getting screen recordings to work on this godforsaken iPad. But if it is working, you'll be able to see me switching back and forth here between the original, where it's got like this kind of more orangey tone lip, and then mine, where it's kind of a little bit cooler tone, because I think it's more cohesive. So again, not like a crazy edit. I don't know if I would say any of these are absolutely crazy today, but no, that's a lie. There is one that's pretty dramatic, but I do think this is a solid one. So we're taking a look at the Core Refresh Frankie, and I honestly think this is such a fun doll. Like, I was so close to buying this doll when we had gotten prototype images because they had a different color scheme in their prototype images, and then this was the final result. And for me personally, I just really don't like the pink. I don't always mind pink. I think it's really funny because I get comments like quite frequently in my videos that are like, oh, you just hate pink. I don't love pink. I don't hate it though. Like, I love pink on Draculaura. Mara Pinkette over here, I don't know if she'll be in frame, but from Rainbow High is literally my favorite Rainbow High doll of all time. Like, I can like pink. I just like it when it's used correctly. And I don't feel like that is the case for this Frankie. I just don't feel like the pink is doing them any favors, and in fact I do think it is detracting from the overall design of the outfit. So as I'm sure you can guess, this one was mostly color retouching, and so this is what I did instead. I did cut off some of their hair, kind of gave them a little bit of a shorter style, because again, I was just really feeling the shorter hair the day that I was doing this, but I did change all of the pink on their outfit to either be green or yellow, because they already had some like green going on here with the jacket, and like there's some yellow with the little hairpin that they have on there. So I did change like the streak in their hair to green and the earrings to green to kind of match the green in the jacket. I just felt like it worked better. And then to try to tie in more of that yellow, I changed their shirt to yellow, as well as the laces on their shoes to being yellow. I also made their little like beaker accessory blue, just because at that point it was the only thing that was pink and it was kind of bothering me. That one's not nearly as important. But yeah, I feel like this just looks so much more interesting, honestly. Like, I don't know, this just like is a doll, but this feels like a design to me. I don't know how to explain that, because I literally didn't change anything other than the colors. Like, I left, well, okay, and the hair length. But for the most part, I didn't do anything to this doll other than retouch the colors, but it feels so completely different, and like, it feels so much better. Oh, I think I heard Reese come down. Is she joining us again? Miss Weiss. She probably won't end up on camera. She sometimes just likes to like hang out in the basement with me when I'm filming. But anyway, yeah, this is the Frankie edit. Now we have reached the point where I'm at my most dramatic transformation. It's not my favorite, but it is my most dramatic transformation. So this is the Core G3 Ghoulia doll. Lots of people had lots of mixed opinions. If you have watched like any of my videos before, you probably know that I'm not really a fan of Ghoulia in general, because I just like don't mess with zombies. So this one isn't like as personal, I guess you could say, as some of the other ones. Like the Frankie, if I had designed that doll, like if my design had been how it was produced, I would have bought that doll. Nothing could make me buy a Ghoulia doll, realistically. Like, I cannot foresee me ever buying a Ghoulia doll, but I did want to just make some improvements for this one. The main things that were bothering me, I think, are this skirt that, as far as I can tell, bothered most people when G3 first came out. Just it is a little bit lower quality. It doesn't look as good, at least in my opinion. And then the other thing was the hair, because in the G3 cartoon, Gulia has these little pigtails, like little short pigtails, and I think they're super cute. And so it kind of bothers me that the doll didn't get that. Like, I know short hair in dolls is like not as common, but I feel like she deserved it. So this is my edit for Gulia. I obviously did give her the little pigtails back. I also made everything more of a red tone proper instead of a pink tone, just because I feel like in Gen 1, red was kind of Gulia's color, and in G3, it feels to me as though they're trying to like almost hit the red. Like the skirt is a reddish pink, but it's still very pink. I feel like they're kind of afraid to go like full red and not have the pink in there. So I wanted to go full red, and obviously I gave her some different clothing pieces. Namely, I gave her some pants instead of the skirt. I did want to go with the true red color. I also just felt like, I don't know, the like kind of slouchy pants seemed like they fit with the skateboard aesthetic for her. I think this is really cute. Like, is it the best edit in terms of skill? Maybe not. Be nice to me. But y'all get the idea, and I feel like this is just so much better and just kind of more interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I did it, but I think that she looks so cute with the little pigtails. I feel like the red on the pants is really good for her, and just the red in general is really good for her. And frankly, I probably could have put anything other than that skirt on the doll, and it might have been an improvement, but like, I think my choice of kind of the loose joggery sort of pants is pretty solid. I stand by this one wholeheartedly. I think this is a real good design. But as I said, we're going like least favorite to most favorite. So while that was definitely the most dramatic transformation, because like I edited a whole new clothing piece on, this is the one that I think is my favorite. And that's so funny because when I went into this, I did not think that I was going to like this transformation that much. Like I thought I would like it, but I didn't think I would feel this strongly about this one. But I did retouch the Sculptament Secrets Series 1 Cleo. Like we're going all the way back to Series 1 of Sculptament Secrets. I never bought this doll, which sometimes I regret, mostly because there are a few choice clothing pieces that I actually really like, especially this skirt. I think this is such a fun skirt, but there was not like one cohesive outfit that I particularly liked for this doll. Like it just didn't really speak to me. And the number one thing that I hated, of which there is like less in this particular image that I chose, but like if you've seen the doll, you know what I'm talking about. I hated the inclusion of this pink on the stall because it didn't match with anything. Like I literally said earlier with the Gorganizer Cleo, I don't think that this Gen's Cleo, and I mean honestly, even Gen 1 Cleo, like I just don't think that Cleo was made for pink colors. I don't think that that's in the cards for her personally. I just don't think that it looks the best on her. And she did have a few other accessories that were this pink color, and it just really threw off the entire design of the doll for me. So that was the big thing I wanted to change, but I did change a few other things, mostly colors, but like a hint of editing in here. And I'm shocked by how much I like my edit. So here is my version of the Skulltimate Secrets Series 1 Cleo. You'll see that I got rid of the god-awful pink and I made it blue. So what I was referencing mostly is like these shoes here that she has. You can see she's got the like bluer color on the soles of the shoe and then kind of this more greeny color on like the designs of the shoe. And I love that greeny color. So I wanted to pull that in, but I also felt like there wasn't enough of that blue color on the doll. So basically I just wanted to make her design overall feel a little bit more cohesive in terms of the color story that we were going with here. So as much as I did like the skirt on the original, like I love this blue color for the skirt, I felt like I needed to balance it out and I needed to make it more of that greeny color. And then I also changed the gemstones on her headband to be a bit more of that greeny color just to pull it through because it really was only present in the shoes and I wanted it to be more like all throughout the doll. But then after that, it was like, okay, well, I need some more blue. I obviously had the blue earrings. I did get rid of this necklace here in her original doll just because I felt like her neck was feeling a bit cluttered. She has these really big earrings and then this really big statement jacket and then kind of the high neck shirt and then the necklace on top. It just felt a lot like there was too much happening in that one little area. So I did want to get rid of that, even though it was like the right color. I also wasn't obsessed with the design. So she's just got a nice little bare neck there. And then to kind of bring in more of the blue, I did make the like wrap on the bottom of her shirt the blue color, which I was kind of hesitant about. Like I was a little nervous while I was doing it, but I feel like it turned out so nice. And then of course I gave her a dark blue lip because one thing about me is that I believe that Monster High dolls, I believe that a lot of dolls, but I believe that Monster High dolls specifically look excellent in dark lips, especially kind of weird colors. It just lends itself so well to the brand. So like I couldn't not, like I was looking for more places to put blue. I wasn't gonna not give her blue lipstick, but I think it works so well for her. Like the original versus the new one, I just feel like she stands out so intensely. And again, it's funny because most of what I did was just color editing. Like I didn't do that much actual editing. I just feel like she looks like a completely different doll, and to me, a completely better doll. But yes, guys, that is going to be it for today. Those are all of the G3 Monster High dolls that I edited and kind of fixed up to show off to you guys. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I am sorry if it was a bit shorter. I feel like, I don't know, a lot of the edits were kind of simple, and I only had 5 dolls, which is kind of my standard, but I don't know, sometimes 5 doesn't feel like that much, but that's how many I can come up with. Plus, I'm just still not at the top of my game, so I am sorry if this was like a bit more soft or not quite as long as y'all are typically used to, but hopefully you were still able to enjoy the video. As I said before, I'd love to hear your thoughts on my edits and these dolls in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm happy to be back. I'm hoping that I will be back at full capacity very soon, but I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.